following contest is a tables, ladders, and chairs match. And it's for the WWE Championship.
What's up guys, how's it going? Welcome back. This is the latest episode of the WWE 13 Universe Mode. This is the final episode of the Extreme Rules pay-per-view. I do apologise, I was meant to bring you Sheamus vs Wade Barrett, but for some reason Sony Vegas didn't want to recognise the video file, so I couldn't edit it or upload it, which is why it's been a while since I've actually been uploading this. So I better update you on that match. Well, it was a tables match for the World Heavyweight Championship, Barrett vs Sheamus. Sheamus retained his championship. It was a decent match. It went on for about 16 minutes, but like I say, Vegas didn't record the video file, so I didn't recognise the video file, and I couldn't record it. So here we are with the WWE Championship match, which is a tables, ladders and chairs match. Don't forget the stipulation: if CM Punk wins, Jericho must leave Raw. Whether that means that he just disappears off the roster altogether, or takes a break, or goes straight to SmackDown, I've not quite decided yet. But then again, I've not quite decided who's going to win this match. So it's all in the balance. You've got Jericho's career and the championship on the line. And TLC matches are quite cool, man. Like, I was watching some of my old Attitude Era DVDs, and there was a DVD about like the birth of the TLC match and how it came about. And for those that didn't watch the WWE programs in the times of like the Hardys, the Dudleys and Edge and Christian, that's how the TLC matches come about, because you had the Hardys, who were the kings of the ladder match, you had the Dudleys, who were the kings of the tables match, and then you had Edge and Christian, who had a really nasty habit of knocking people out with chairs all the time. So they were in like a triangle feud for the tag team championships, and that's where the TLC match was born. So Bubba Ray, Devon, Matt, Jeff, Edge, Christian, between them all, they were the kings of the TLC match. They created it. It wasn't something that was dreamt up in creative meetings with Vince McMahon and his team. No, it was those 6 guys that sat down and said, right, let's make something epic. And back in the day, I remember the first TLC match, which was at a SummerSlam event, was absolutely incredible. Then they've done another one at WrestleMania, and then since then there's been the occasional TLC match, but it's not the same without the Dudleys, the Hardys and Edge and Christian. They were just absolutely epic. Some of the moments in the past were just fantastic, breathtaking, stuff that you won't see nowadays, which is unfortunate, like where Jeff Hardy was hanging above the ring. He was hanging off the tag team championships, and Edge decided to spear him off a 20-foot ladder, and then speared him and took him off of the title he was hanging off. Flipping epic. If you want to watch some really hardcore TLC matches, go on YouTube and type in the Dudleys, Hardys, Edge and Christian TLC, because it was absolutely epic. So here we go with CM Punk and Chris Jericho. Now with this feud so far, like I said, you've got the stipulation: if Punk wins, Jericho's got to leave Raw. Then you've also got this mystery superstar who's saying, whoever's WWE champion, get ready, because I'm going to bring the pain, I'm going to come and kill you, I'm going to take your championship from you. So obviously CM Punk's got that on the back of his mind as well. It's been quite a decent feud. There was a contract signing which turned into a bit of a brawl. Chris Jericho's attacked CM Punk in the middle of his matches with a chair. So in the build up to the feud, CM Punk's probably been, I don't know, done by Chris Jericho. I say Chris Jericho's done better building up to the pay-per-view, and CM Punk's not really had much to do with it, really. I mean, he got attacked. There was a pull-apart brawl on the stage and up the ramp. And yeah, it's been good fun. I quite like this feud, and CM Punk and Chris Jericho are 2 of my favourite wrestlers. I absolutely think they're fucking epic. I followed CM Punk since his Ring of Honor days, a little bit before that, because yeah, to follow his career back then, it wasn't on TV. You had to read the websites, you had to subscribe to fucking magazines and things like that, because it was on all the independent scenes. And like, if you ask anybody over here about American independent pro wrestling, not many people know about it, because it is quite hard to follow. But nowadays, with the things like internet, it's quite easy to pick up on wrestlers that are doing well in the independent scene. So you won't see another rise to fame like CM Punk's, because it's just not the same anymore. Oh, that would have been epic, wouldn't it? Even though there's a bit of a glitch where Chris Jericho's just lying on the table there, but that would have been epic. If he went through a table like that, that would have been sick. But yeah, TLC matches. Technically, this should have been a Extreme Rules match, because at the time when I was recording this, the TLC pay-per-view was coming up in real life, and for some reason I got Extreme Rules and TLC sort of mixed up. I was just like, well, yeah, let's do the TLC match. And I thought, well, fucking hell, this is Extreme Rules actually. And by the time I thought about that, I've already sort of decided on the videos it was going to be a TLC match. So I kind of forgot But never mind, we did get an Extreme Rules match, so that was the triple threat match between Santino, Heath Slater and Drew McIntyre. And of course we do have a new United States champion. Heath Slater is the US champion. Now I've not decided what goes on from there. I mean, Santino Marella will get his rematch, but then again you've got Drew McIntyre floating about. He's going to feel a bit hard done by. He's going to want his championship match, so I could carry on the three-way feud. That could be quite cool. The Miz is still Intercontinental Champion. He knocked out Christian and retained his championship in a ladder match, which was all good. What else we got? The tag team division. Yep, Kofi Kingston and R-Truth are still champions. They beat Hell No in a elimination tables match, which was a really fun match to play. I did quite enjoy that. There were some pretty cool spots in that match as well. Also, while I'm watching this, that was quite a sick move. In the description I'll put a link to the No Holds Barred TTT Extra Facebook group. It's a Facebook group dedicated to pro wrestling. There's only 16 people in there at the minute. I'm hoping for a few more of you to dive over there, because we're going to have quite a few cool conversations about wrestling. Each Monday, each Monday during the day I'll put up a thread saying Raw's coming up, what do you think is going to happen. You can all discuss Raw in there. And also it'll be there for the results as well, so if you want to say, oh that was cool when A Rock and CM Punk did this, you know, there's going to be a thread for that. That'd be quite cool. And I'll be doing breaking news and things like that all in the Facebook group. So if you want to get amongst it and start talking about pro wrestling, feel free to join that group. It's going to be a laugh. Like I said, there's 16 people in there in a minute, and I'm going to put a lot more effort into the wrestling side of my little YouTube hobby, because I mean, don't get me wrong, the main channel, TTT Extra, that's where you get your Euro Truck Simulator, Football Manager, FIFA. To be honest, that will get most of my time and dedication, but I do love this wrestling malarkey, I do, and I can't upload this to my main channel because of copyright strikes, so I'm having to put this in the second channel, which I don't mind. Oh, what an epic fail that was, CM Punk eating the fucking mat outside, and Chris Jericho taking advantage. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee, hang on. Now, I have mentioned in previous episode I'm looking to unify the major championships eventually. But off of the WWE shop on WWE 13, I've unlocked or purchased the DLC package, which gives you a load of new championships. So I might create a third show, because I have a ridiculously huge roster on this game. I've got all of the TNA roster, the major guys from Ring of Honor, and quite a lot of my favourite independent wrestlers. So I may make a third brand, so we could have Raw, SmackDown and another brand. If you've got any ideas for that brand, so we've got Raw, SmackDown and something. So if you've got any names for the third show, feel free to put it in the comment section. I'll go about creating the arena, deciding what championships are defended on what show. We could have a third show, so we could have Raw Monday, and we could have the third brand on Wednesday, and then SmackDown as per usual on the Friday. I think that could be quite cool. The third brand will be mostly, like I say, full of TNA, Ring of Honor and independent, maybe some Japanese wrestlers. That could be really cool. I'm looking forward to that, and then we'll start including them in this series as well. So we'll have Raw, SmackDown and the third brand, but I've no idea what to call it yet. So that'd be quite cool to create the arena, create the ring, put the championships in there, and we'll have more videos coming up, because obviously it'll be a larger roster. And obviously that means deciding who the champion's going to be. So we'll be having loads of like little mini Raw Rumbles to decide who the champions are going to be. I'm not doing a women's division. I just don't see the point. There's not many decent women wrestlers out there. I'll be using the divas on this game as managers and things like that. Like for example AJ Lee. I'm going to make her a manager. Eve Torres might even make her general manager. I don't know yet. And to be honest, with the WWE nowadays, there's no real Divas division, is there? Eve Torres has recently left WWE, which leaves Caitlyn as Divas champion with no one really to defend it against. You've got Tamina Snuka, Natalia, and honestly that's pretty much it, isn't it, really? I mean, there are some other divas floating around, but none of them can actually wrestle, like Alicia Fox. I mean, she's fucking awful. So the Divas division is kind of shit nowadays. Oh, Chris Jericho looking to pull the championship down. Can CM Punk do something about it? He's hopping up like an idiot. Jericho stumbles, he's hanging from the flipping title. What's going to happen? Powerbomb. That was quite sick. That happened a bit too fast though. I'm not too sure about the animation on that. It should be like a slow powerbomb. Like perhaps he spends 1 or 2 seconds on his shoulders like waving, going no, 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 don't drop me, then powerbomb. But that, yeah, that motion was all a little bit too fast. Another sip of my coffee, I think. But in current real time, obviously we've got the Rock and CM Punk feud going on, which I must say I'm really enjoying. Last year, Rock versus John Cena was okay. It wasn't bad, but it was too comical. It was a really slow build. It took a year for it to build up for WrestleMania, but there was too much comedy and too much same old bullshit. And John Cena, I don't rate him anyway, so anything from him just seems phony and same old. But with the Rock and CM Punk, with the 2 or 3 weeks that they've had, it's been flipping biblical. I'll tell you, even the Rock comes across as same old all the time. Like with his rock concert, you know, all he does is change the words to his songs. It's all the same, and he gets people chanting things like Cookie Puss and Twinkie Tits. I mean, maybe I'm a bit too old now, but maybe I should think he comes down, you know, with a bad attitude, wants to kick the shit out of CM Punk. What is wrong with that? And that's exactly what CM Punk was saying. He's going, you're all the same, week in, week out. You're Hollywood Rock. You just come out, you know, you make some jokes and you sing some songs, but when all is said and done, I'm gonna kick your ass. And I thought that was fucking bang on the money. CM Punk just kept it serious. He was staring at him, like staring daggers at him, saying, I'm just gonna kick your ass. It doesn't matter. You can fucking give us your fine leads and just bring it, and it doesn't matter. You can say all of that, but at the end of the day, at the Royal Rumble, I've been WWE Champion for 411 days, whatever it was at the time. I'm going to kick your ass. And that's exactly what they need. Something a bit more serious. I mean, Royal Rumble will do big money because it's got The Rock's name on it. But as far as predictions go... Oh, that was nasty. As far as predictions go for the Royal Rumble, this is quite nasty as well. Woo, smack. As far as predictions go for the Rumble with Rock versus Punk, I really want Punk to retain. And I'll tell you why. I know a lot of people saying, oh, but it's been champion for too long. It's same old with Punk. It's actually not. Think about the evolution of Punk's character. Started out as WWE champion as like the anti-hero, and then he turned into the proper babyface, and then he turned into a heel, and then he had Paul Heyman, and then he was the chicken shit, and now he seems like he's a badass. You know, he is going through different evolutions of his character, so it really hasn't been same old. Bang, that was pretty cool. And I'm hoping he keeps it, because the Rock isn't a wrestler, he's an actor. In a way, they're all actors, but the Rock isn't an official WWE talent. Really, he is contracted, but his first job is always going to be movies. And if The Rock wins at the Royal Rumble, he's going to fuck off with the championship to make movies, and then we're going to have Raw without a champion because The Rock is away doing other business. And now The Rock has already cancelled 2 shows in February. He was meant to appear on the episode of Raw right after the Rumble. He's not going to. And then the Raw after that, he won't appear. He's only going to be back the 2 Raws before Survivor Series. Now, what's the point in going half a month without a WWE champion if The Rock wins? So that's why I think CM Punk is going to retain the championship. Perhaps dropping it at Survivor Series to The Rock, and then The Rock is at WrestleMania, and I think John Cena will win the Royal Rumble. And you're going to have Rock versus Cena 2, which is stupid because the whole thing about last year was this whole once-in-a-lifetime bullshit. So I can imagine them giving this match another gimmick. You know, like last year's was, oh, once-in-a-lifetime, Rock versus Cena. They're going to call it something like Lightning Strikes Twice, or something like that, and it will be a Rock and Cena match at WrestleMania. John Cena will win the WWE Championship, and WWE will be back to same old John Cena cartoon Superman bullshit. So enjoy CM Punk being champion while you can. Enjoy an edgier product, a better champion, a better performer while you can, because pretty soon Superman, Barney the Dinosaur, will be champion. And there you go, CM Punk has retained his championship, and Jericho must leave Raw. Now whether that means he's left Raw altogether, or he's gone to SmackDown, or he's just taken a break, I've not decided yet, because I can't just chuck Jericho onto SmackDown and create a story for him. There's got to be something there for him to do. And right now the World Heavyweight Championship feud is kind of tied up because Ryback is the #1 contender for Over the Limit, so I can't chuck Jericho into there. You've also got Wade Barrett still lurking about, so Jericho can't go on there just yet. So this is the last you're going to see of Jericho for probably at least a pay-per-view in a bit. So that would do for this episode. Give us a thumbs up for the first episode in a very long time. And the next episode will be Monday Night Raw, which I've already recorded the game footage for. I'm going to go record the audio for it now, and I shall see you soon. Take it easy. Laters.